Whether conservatives want to admit it or not, Canada just voted out Trumpism. I'm not saying all conservatives are for Trump or his divisive politics, but Pierre Poilievre was definitely one of those people, and he was trying to bring the same sort of MAGA brand to Canada. As a trans person, I am feeling a lot safer with the results of this election, obviously, because the same sort of annoying politics would be coming to Canada, like the whole, bathroom ban when it comes to trans people, and this question of whether trans people should be allowed to have gender affirming care, especially kids. Now, regardless of what your politics are, the problem with this is trans people are less than 1% of the population. And there's some serious problems going on, but I can promise you it has nothing to do with trans people. We've become a political scapegoat and a political football, so to speak, because there's some really simple answers to some of these problems that keep being brought up. For example, when it comes to bathrooms, if people are so freaked out by trans people being in the bathroom, then we need to come up with a way to make sure that all bathrooms are single stall. There's a lot of restaurants and a lot of facilities that have already done this, and it's not hard to do. That way everybody has their privacy, no questions asked. If you're so scared of other people that aren't like you occupying public spaces, then that means that we need to get rid of these public spaces. No more open change rooms. This is the problem. Instead of actually coming up with solutions based off of moral panic, because there's absolutely no evidence that actual trans people are harming people in the washroom, specifically women in the washrooms, right? Let's come up with solutions then, instead of just trying to blame an entire group of people for the seemingly collapse of society. We are in late stage capitalism, my friends. Of course, we are economically facing a lot of struggles right now. The world as we know it has changed. So back to my main point, bringing in a politician like Pierre Poilievre or Donald Trump or anyone that has this sort of fascist take on things and is trying to blame other people for the problems without coming up with actual solutions is nothing more than talking points, and it's nothing more than divisive politics to try and grab more power.